Well, we are in the kitchen this afternoon with Out of the Fire from Easton.
And owner Amy Haynes joins us this afternoon, and you are making roasted root vegetables with feta and za'atar seasoning.
Correct.
All right. Now let's get started. We got a lot of work to do here.
All right. First of all, I want to mention that all of these vegetables, with the exception of the spinach, were picked yesterday.
Oh,
and
very fresh.
they're from a farm and trap called Ginger Snap Farms. And at the restaurant, I try to use as many local and organic ingredients that I possibly can. I get some vegetables from Cottingham Farms, Provident, as I mentioned, Ginger Snap, who picked these vegetables for me yesterday.
Oh, and they smell wonderful.
Yeah, they're beautiful. So what I have is some baby beets, both red and gold. I have some baby turnips and rutabaga. This is rutabaga. These are the turnips.
Okay.
And baby carrots and baby spinach. The spinach is not from Ginger Snap Farms, but it is organic.
Okay.
And I feta cheese.
All right.
And here is the za'atar seasoning, and za'atar seasoning is a North African and Middle Eastern condiment, and it is a combination of sesame seeds, sea salt, thyme, and sumac.
Okay.
Wow.
And then the feta cheese,
All
which
right.
we'll finish the dish with.
All right,
So,
where do we start?
So what you want to do first is you're going to take the carrots, turnips. Are you doing this?
Dump them in?
Okay.
All of them?
Yeah, they're
Dump
all
'em in.
chopped
See?
already.
How
Dump
did
them
I
in.
do? Was
You're
that
good.
good?
You're
really
Did you like
good.
that? Was that
Dumping
good?
the
Thank you.
You're good
Thank
at
you.
this.
Okay.
You're good at this.
You know, if I can make you happy with one bowl, it's going to be a very good day.
Do we have to, does he have to put the feta cheese in? Because he has a problem
No,
with
no, no.
that.
We do that at the end.
Okay, okay.
I won't forget the
Yeah,
cheese.
yeah, I'm sending it over here because he said he likes
Good.
it, so we'll leave it away.
All right.
And what you want to do is lightly toss some nice olive oil. I would spend the money to buy some nice
nice
olive
Good
oil.
olive
oil.
oil.
How much?
Something that's nice and fruity and light. Go ahead, and I'll tell you.
You
when to
tell me
stop.
when.
Yep. And that's great.
Good.
Right there. And then you want to toss them. I generally toss them with my hands at
Right.
home.
We washed our hands, just to
And-
let you know, we
right.
washed our hands before we got started. And I
Or you can
understand
use the tongs. I'll tell you that after
she
the
tells
fact,
me that
sorry.
after I get my hands in the bowl.
And then I have some pink Himalayan sea salt. Also worth spending the extra money on some sea salt as
Oh,
well. 'cause
okay.
it makes-
Himalayan sea
Pink
salt.
Himalayan sea
So
salt.
How much
I
is
would
that?
do a few pinches.
Few pinches.
Not too much, because the za'atar seasoning also has salt in
Right.
it. So you
Okay.
don't want, and feta salty. So you don't want to
Don't wanna overdo it.
over season your vegetables. I mean, these vegetables are so beautiful that they, lightly roasted, they stand on their own.
Yeah.
Now
And
what?
so keep tossing.
going?
Do you want me to
So-
put that in while he's
No,
talking?
this actually, the za'atar seasoning you want to put on after the vegetables are roasted.
Okay.
Because you don't want to burn the herbs or the sesame seeds.
I thought that smelled good. This smells even better.
So when you're finished tossing them, and
Okay.
I actually, this is just an aesthetic thing. I pick out the beets and roast them on a separate sheet because the red beets will bleed.
Oh.
Um,
And make
So
get
we'll
on
keep
the
them
others.
pretty.
So
Yeah.
so you can, and if you're doing this at home, you can toss the beets in a separate bowl, and that from the other vegetables.
Okay.
I will mention that you can use your sweet potatoes. You can use any root vegetables you want, and I just chose this combination because Ginger Snap Farms had these lovely root
All right.
vegetables.
Nice.
So let's we're going to
Okay, what
roast
now?
this.
So what you do, you put them on a cookie sheet, roast them for 350.
Right?
And
at
we have
15
some?
15. Actually, there aren't any of the finished product is in there.
Oh, okay. All
so
right.
you want to roast them for 15 to 20 minutes at 350.
Okay.
And you want to, what I failed to mention earlier when you were tossing them, you want to cut the vegetables all about the same size because you want them to be the same firmness. The beets take a little longer, so they may be a little al dente, but that's okay.
Right.
They're nice.
We got a minute, about a minute here.
Okay.
So let's.
So you're going to
What
put them
next?
in. You're going to bake them for 15, 20 minutes.
I'll put 'em in the oven.
I would, continue testing them, and then like 3 to 5 minutes into the or at the end, towards the end of the roasting, I would turn the oven up to 450 and let them caramelize a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Caramelized is always good.
Yes.
Always like caramelized. Am I
So
ready to pull this out?
So when you yes.
Okay. Is it hot?
No, it's lukewarm. So the other
Oh, look at this.
The other thing about this, and I'm going to toss them a little because they've been
Oh, my
sitting.
goodness.
But the other thing which is nice about this dish, it's beautiful. Number one, it's healthy, and it can be as you mentioned earlier, it can be a vegetarian dish. It can be a vegan dish with if you omit the feta cheese, and you can use it as an entree or as you mentioned, a side dish.
Yeah.
So after you take the roasted vegetables out of the oven, you want to toss the spinach in it, and I like to do that because I just like the spinach to be lightly wilted.
And I'm going to do a terrible thing to you here. I'm going to hurry you.
Okay, all right. So then you want to finish the vegetables with feta cheese. I'll let you do that since you love feta.
I love feta.
Okay.
I love
So
me
you want
some
to be
feta.
careful about, you can keep going.
Keep
That's
going.
fine.
More.
Right.
All right, while he's doing that, I'm going to tell you that if you want a shopping list and directions on how to make this recipe, you can find it on delmarvalife.com. Click on the show tab. Plus, don't forget to check out the Eats and Drinks tab on delmarvalife.com. Your guide to what's for dinner.
Do we get to try this a little
Yeah,
later?
we are going to try
good,
this.
good.
Up next on Delmarva Life, much more from the Maryland Shore Pet Resort, and that's where we find Brian Spiros.
Well, Lisa, earlier we showed you all of the amenities here at the resort. How could you forget? Coming up, the training side of the business. You don't want to miss it. Stick around. You're watching Delmarva Life. We will be right back.